It's an iconic World War II bomber, the Lancaster.
You didn't have to see the plane. All you had to do was just listen. It had a distinct sound of its own.
For many, the Poppy is a symbol of Remembrance Day and those who fought in the war. But for many veterans, the Lancaster is their symbol.
Like Jim Dornan.
And you had the bomber.
It took 70 years for this vet to finally get a chance to fly in one. Jim was enlisted in World War II and in training to be a flight engineer. But the war ended, and he says he was 4 courses short of being qualified. Since then, he's dreamed of flying this plane.
The Lancaster bomber, that was the one goal I had. And going away back at the start of the war, this plane, I've kept tabs on it. I looked at it, it was a privilege to fly in those planes. They were the planes that were hit the hardest during the war. On one occasion, there was 75 planes went in and only 17 came out. And I thought to myself, there's a lot of men have lost their lives, and I do want to be part of the help to stop this war if I can.
There are only 2 Lancaster model aircraft remaining. One is in the UK, and the other is at the Canadian Warplane Heritage Museum in Hamilton, Ontario.
120,000 people served in Bomber Command, and we lost 10,659 Canadians in the prime of their lives in the service of Bomber Command. And so to represent that service, that sacrifice, and that duty by keeping their memory alive and showing the airplane that they flew in is what it's all about for us.
Top gunner and tail gunner.
Jim also tries to keep their honor alive by making his own models of the aircraft and is part of a club dedicated to the Lancaster. Early this year, as part of a partnership between Wish of a Lifetime Canada and Chartwell retirement residences, Jim finally fulfilled his dream of flying in the legendary Lancaster.
He was on pins and needles the day of. All his grandkids were there, a majority of them. My son actually walked him out to the airplane and helped him get on the airplane. But it was very interesting to see 70 years of anticipation come about.
It was a feeling I'm entering into a world that I've dreamed about.
The Lancaster will be taking part in some Remembrance Day ceremonies flying over the Hamilton area. In Markham, Stella Quisto, City News.